Hi everybody, meteorologist Jim Castillo here, 8:57 p.m. and look at that beautiful sunset. Boy, was it a hot day or what? 95 today, so 1 degree cooler than it was yesterday, but so hot, so humid. Heat advisory continues through Thursday at 9 o'clock. Beautiful live shot of the arch right now. And looking at that temperature, you know it, that temperature stays up all night. We were at 81 this morning for the low, and that was a new warm overnight low temperature, record overnight low temperature. It's never been so warm this time of year. And so the end of June, 95 for that high. Last 3 days before that, 96. So we're still expecting those mid-90s and high dew points. High pressure right over the Midwest and also the East Coast, really anchored right here over West Virginia and Virginia. And it spins clockwise. So even at the surface, we have that, pumps in that Gulf moisture. And so we had a few showers and storms popping in here. And then we're on the edge of this high. We're going to get this high to break down, and then some cooler weather, slightly cooler weather by the beginning of next week, and a better rain chance by Monday. Otherwise, that heat advisory goes all the way till 9 p.m. on Thursday, widespread across the area. Here are the future heat index numbers. 105 St. Louis, Edwardsville about 103, Flora 103, and Rolla about 98. So look at the numbers for Thursday. Same kind of deal. Flora 100, and this is about 3 o'clock. 103 St. Louis, Rolla 95, 99 in Perryville. So the Doppler weather radar, look what happens after sunset. We don't have any storms. You get closer to the front, there's some storms along that, but the front's going to stay away from us. Tomorrow we'll see more showers and storms popping up. We had a few around the metro, Edwardsville, Glen Carbon, really just showers. Those have dissipated. And we had some down here around Des Arc. Those have dissipated. So you can see now, look at all this rough weather. There's the front, low pressure itself, a lot of storms, Missouri and Iowa border right through here. This is the heat advisory area right there. And of course, closer to the front, much, much cooler weather. And you can see that rain is all around us on the periphery of that high. Here it is at the surface, pumping in that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. And that front stays up to the north, the entire frontal system, low pressure, a couple fronts up there. We have Thursday's forecast rain to our north and west again, Des Moines, Omaha, Lincoln, spotty here. But let's advance forward to Monday. The front actually makes its way into Kansas City and near Chicago. So 80s for them and lower 90s for us. Maybe even a little bit cooler. If we get enough rain in here, we may not actually hit 90. So rain becomes likely by Monday. We'll watch that, see if we get any strong storms. Mosquito forecast, hot weather, humid, sunrise and sunset are the times those mosquitoes really come out. They don't like the heat. So we're pretty good in the daytime. Look at all the storms up to the north. And then 3:45 p.m. on Wednesday, a couple of spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Most of us stay dry, so about a 15% chance of rain for Wednesday, possibly Thursday also, and Friday, but not a big chance of rain. Tomorrow, hot again, mid-90s for actual highs, low 100s, 102, 103 for the actual heat index. Allergy index, weeds and mold are moderate, trees and grasses are low. And there's the jet stream again way up north. You see this huge area of high pressure? Again, that jet is way up here, U.S.-Canadian border. This steers all the storms across the United States. Low pressure out here, a big trough of low pressure in the west. Monsoon season has started, kind of kicking up on the eastern edge of that trough of low pressure. So sure enough, some flood watches are up for parts of New Mexico. All right, so we're watching that. That's kind of brand new and a new addition to the weather forecast. High pressure here, just pumping in that Gulf moisture. It's humid. High pressure stays with us for most of the week, but watch. You get into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so we're already into Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, it starts to break down. You don't see it as intense, and the high actually, the main core of it goes off the coast. So we'll actually see slight cooling by this weekend, And then watch the blue and green area up to the north as we get into this weekend's forecast. Watch it dive down. There it goes. All the way into Tuesday. So then that's when we're expecting some 80s in here. Maybe not Monday, but definitely Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday. And then likely some of this heat comes back. So get ready for that. All right, 7-day forecast, mid-90s next couple of days. And low 90s all the way into this weekend's forecast. And some scattered showers and storms as we get into Saturday and Sunday. And there it is, Monday. Likely some showers and storms in here. If it's not the afternoon or even the morning, it'll be the afternoon and evening. 88 for Tuesday. And here's that 10-day forecast real quickly. So again, look at that, some upper 80s. I mean, that's not like a real big cool down at all, but at least we're down out of the mid-90s. And maybe the dew points. Also notice the dew points in the 60s next week with a spotty rain chance as we get into the middle of next week into really the end of next week. So some upper 80s with some mid-60 dew points, much more comfortable than what we're currently seeing. All right, stay cool.